Hello, my name is Aaron David, and I'm a full-stack software engineer based in the greater Chicago area. Today I'd like to run you through one of my applications, FlatStocker. It is an inventory management system geared towards small businesses that need assistance or an easier time tracking their consumable inventory. So when you first come to FlatStocker, you're met with the login page, or if you don't have an account, you can always sign up. Both are outfitted with validations, so you must fill out appropriate fields in order to progress. Today I'd like to run you just through an already made account because it is already filled with information that will help better clarify what the application is possible of. So as we move forward, let's log in. When you first log in, you are sent to the dashboard. On the dashboard, we have a quick snapshot of information from your inventory database. So to begin, we have my total count of inventory items I have. Right now I have 25 items. I am currently sourcing from 5 retailers, and I have 17 retailers on file. So when I add an item, I can potentially snag from an already existing retailer, or I can add one if I so choose, and I find a new one I enjoy. In addition to that, down below we have a little table that indicates some items that are low stock. How this is generated is it takes from the grand inventory base, and any item that is at its current stock equaling the minimum stock level or below the minimum stock level, it'll show up red in the main inventory, which I'll show you in a minute, but it'll also generate here, letting you know, hey, this is a warning, you should reorder this item. There's a quick link to the item store that you bought it from, and you can either click here and then it'll take you there, or you can check your inventory and reset those values. So as we move forward, we will go to all our inventory. Here we have a table of everything in our database, and it is color-coded. The color coordination is based off of 4 colors, white, green, yellow, and red. White is just an item that is not near a low quantity. It is perfectly fine. You don't have to worry about it. Green is indicated by a recently updated or recently added item. And then yellow is a warning, essentially saying, hey, I'm getting close to the minimum stock level. Keep an eye on me, so you may need to reorder soon. Red is the warning system. So any item that is red, its current stock, just like I mentioned before on the dashboard, is either equal to or below the minimum stock level. And that's when it generates on your dashboard, so you are aware. In this table as well, you have a quick link to where you bought the item from your retailer, as well as all the information you might need to reference for a particular item. Moving forward, we're going to go to our itemized inventory. This is where all our items have much more detailed information, and you are allowed to edit your inventory or search for an item. The searchable capabilities are by name, brand, retailer, color, and category. So if you have any of those in mind, you can just type it up. So I know many of my items are from the retailer Blick, so I'll type in Blick, and it should only show all the items I ordered from Blick. If we want to see a more dynamic search, we can search for a color. Let's do black. So these are all the items that would be categorized as the color black. In addition to searching, I mentioned we can edit. So if you have an item that you know is low stock or in the warning zone, you can go to edit if you did place a reorder. And within that, you can manually change. Let's say I ordered one more of these quantities, and I can also change where I ordered it from if that change exists. If I did order from a new retailer, but it is not listed here, these are the 17 that I mentioned from the dashboard, I can always go to my retailer section and add a new one. I'm also able to change the unit that I order in, make any notes I need if there's a special request, or if I have to order in a certain quantity or something, I can leave these notes here. I'm also allowed to change the minimum stock level if the business is growing and we typically need more on hand than we previously did. When I've made my change and I'm satisfied, I can hit confirm, or never mind if I want to change. So I'll say confirm, and then that will drop down. I can confirm my change if I need to. It will say on the list that I changed it to 3, but I can double check by going back to the all inventory, and it'll jump to the top. I may have missed that this table is organized by recently updated, so it'll keep track of the date that it has been updated, and it'll always do the most recent at the top. And that is also why it is green. So if I needed to add an inventory item, I can feel free to add any of these. This is also outfitted with validations. We'll just do tests real quick. We'll say 10 for current stock. We have, we'll say 5 for minimum. Here again, you can select our unit type. I'm going to say I need bottles. Any notes I may need, I can add order when it is on sale. And then I can pick a retailer. If I don't see a retailer on this section, I can click to add a new one if I so choose, and it'll redirect me to the retailer page. If I'm worried about, I already filled out all the information or something, no worries, it will still be saved here when you return. Right now, I will just select one that I know I have. I will do star. Below here is the item URL, so this is where you would order an item from. It is outfitted with a requirement to actually be a URL. So we will put in a real URL here, and then the image as well will be a URL. There we go. So now we will submit. So this redirects me back to the inventory page. As you can see, it's added to the top. It is a test. We have the bottles. We have the retailer. And if I click the link, it'll take me there. So moving forward, let's check out retailers. Here are retailers. When it's listed, if we originally remember when we started the dashboard, we had 5. Now we have 6 because the newest item I added utilizes a new retailer. This retailers page only shows retailers that I'm utilizing or sourcing from. The details of the retailers are the name, the website, which is actually a link, and then a phone or email. The only requirements when adding a retailer are a name and a website. Some retailers are big enough that they don't really want you contacting them through phone or email. As we all know, Amazon is very much going through their customer service via their website. So if they're a smaller business, they have those information. You're free to add those or not if you so choose. If I wanted to add a new retailer, I would go to the Add Retailer section. I can fill out any retailer I want. This is also a URL required system, so I'll just do the HTTP and test.com. wwws. There we go. I will just add a fake phone number. This is going to be formatted here. If it is not formatted in that way, it'll prevent you from proceeding. And if I have an email, I'll just do test@example.com. If I do fail to not include something, I get a retailer error, so let's try that again. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And test. All right, so we can submit that. There we go. It also redirects me back to the inventory. But if I need to, let's go back to our itemized inventory and edit that new item we added. So this is our test. And let's say I want to use the test retailer now. It shows up. So we can select that, we can confirm it, and then we can go back to our retailers to double check that it actually shows up. And there we go. That is our retailer. The last feature we have is our user preferences. In here, it shows you your user details, as well as allows you to change your email or delete your account. If we want to try and submit a new email, it is also outfitted with validations. And if we try and delete our account, we are prompted, are we sure we want to do this? Just kidding. One thing I did fail to mention is on the itemized inventory, we can also delete an item if we need to. So say we didn't want that test anymore, we can delete, and we are also prompted. So sure, let's delete it. And there we have it. And that is FlatStocker. Thank you for taking the time to watch my presentation, and have a good day.